Hello everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today we'll be continuing our Trackmania Royal tutorial series. We'll be doing a drive-through of today's new map, and I'll explain to you if there's any tips or strategies that might help you guys learn it a bit better. I hope you guys are enjoying this tutorial series. If you are, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And for now, let's get into the video. Okay, so here we are on today's new map. It is called Waterworld Reopened by Casual Noob. And it's actually a very solid map. I was actually very afraid of this map for the simple reason that the first Waterworld that Casual Noob made was, in my opinion, really bad. It was just a complete overuse of moving blocks, in my opinion, and I just didn't find it fun at all. But I think he's actually done really well with this one. This is, yeah, it's actually really fun to drive. My biggest complaint would be the red section. I think it's just it's the worst by far on this map. It's just so repetitive, and it just drags on. It's exactly the same thing, and it's just way too repetitive, in my opinion. But honestly, the rest feel really fun to drive. Green's a bit meh. I'm not really a fan of the underwater. I mean, green and red are the two worst, I guess, in my opinion, just because I'm not really that much of a fan of this underwater reactor driving. It's I'm not a massive fan of the reactor on top of the water either, but I think it's fun enough, and the map's interesting enough to make it fairly drivable. So yeah, honestly, I think it's a pretty solid map. But yeah, definitely biggest complaints red. I think red is red, but I definitely think the black section's quite fun. I think it's quite well done, which is good because it's the one we'll be repeating. Also love the crayon aesthetics over here. That's really cool. I've seen a couple of maps in the review server with this as well, and I think that's really cool to have in Royal. But alright, for now, let's jump on in, and we'll start it up with the white section here. So for white, what we want to do, jump into the water, use action keys or smooth steer on keyboard, and that way your steering's a little bit better on the reactor, on top of the water there with reactor boost. Okay, now for the green section. So what we want to do is grab this reactor down, and we're just kind of slaloming through these rocks here. But yeah, I'm not a fan really of the underwater reactor down driving. I don't know, it's not that fun in my opinion. That's personal preference. So green and red I definitely think are my least favorites. But now onto the blue section, and we're going to grab this reactor, and we can see from a very long way away what these timing blocks are going to do, which I like. I think that's a really good addition. So we'll go right on this one. So basically, yeah, you just want to slalom pick which one to go. And I guess that's probably the biggest complaint I could have, is some of the maps feel like they drag on and they're a bit repetitive. I think it's the most noticeable on red here though. This red section is very repetitive. And I think it's just too long. I think you should have cut it, like, this one here, this path run here, maybe should have been the finish, because we have to do like another 1 or 2 left turns, I think, and it just becomes, yeah, 1 more left turn. And I think this turn here was unnecessary. Like, we've already done this, what we're doing here, so many times before. It was just unnecessary to make it go for that little bit longer. Personally, I think that's the biggest complaint I would have for this map, but yeah, overall it's still pretty solid. But alright, onto the black section now. And again, we're grabbing this reactor up, following these pistons through, steer around to the left, keep the reactor up, try and smooth steer this, and pick the finish. Pick the finish piston. So it's all about just looking ahead and just seeing where the moving blocks are going to be, which path you can go through. But yeah, we'll do a second playthrough now. Style points. Suzman mod check. The white start's a little bit weird actually. I'm not sure why he put that black plastic bit there. I'm probably taking it wrong, but yeah, it's a little bit weird. Okay, the green section now. Once again, grab the reactor, drive between the rocks, around the rocks, all of the above, and through the finish. And now for the blue section one more time. Just go between all of the moving blocks, look ahead, See where, for this right turn, just sort of hug the outside. And you'll fly around the outside there. And through the finish. Holy, we had a lot of speed there. I just went flying. Alright, back on the red section. A throwback to the, was it the Trackmania Turbo start where you would drop in like that? I never played it, but I have seen videos on it. A few people streaming it. Pretty fun idea. But yeah, just this red section kind of just still dragging on. And yeah, we just continue going between these pistons. It's not really that interesting either, unfortunately. It's just, yeah, drive between the pistons to the finish. Alright, onto the black section now. And again, gonna be driving over where the piston blocks are going to be down, hopefully. Thankfully we have a lot of reactor boosts placed around. So it's not... Oh god, where am I driving, dude? This is why we want to be smooth steering, basically, to avoid getting, I guess, sideways. We'll go to the right here. And through the finish. And that is going to be Waterworld reopened by Casual Noob. And yeah, honestly, I didn't think I was going to like this, but I quite like it, actually. It's a pretty solid map. Again, I've said my complaints on red, which I stand by, but other than that, I think it's really solid. So yeah, I hope this tutorial helped you guys out. But that will be all for the video, and I will see you all in the next one.